It's the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Pasadena, California, in the iconic Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. They finally grabbed the senior, but not before he leads the defense on a chase.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
He'll hand it off. Nowhere to run up the middle. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
It's a solid gain, moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40.
But it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
Quick throw. It's an RPO caught on the left side. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Looking to pass. It's done. Makes the catch. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down for the 14.
Man, I love the route here by the receiver. Really sold these going vertical downfield. Ends up coming back to the football to pick up big yards.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They'll try the ground game here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the first down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Big moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, third down in the red zone. Can they convert? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the left side. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And with that miss, the score will stay right where it is.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
First down and more. He's still running. Powering through the defender. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49. The
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Important second down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. Quick throw over the middle. That's a bullet, but it's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. To throw. It's done. With the catch, it's Adams. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
The shotgun handoff here. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Looking downfield near the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
Well, somebody had to bust an assignment on this touchdown. There's no way you let a guy get that open unless the defender either gets injured or he blew an assignment. That was too easy for the offense for that touchdown.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Receiver makes the catch. Breaks loose at the 40. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the single back takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a Great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Short pass finds the tight end. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. And it's North Carolina in front. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And the runner takes off to his right. Has it back to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Grab down the middle. It's Hodges. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking to pass. It's done. The pass rush closing in. And he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And that punt will just bounce out of bounds, so no return. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's the running back in the flat. Fights through a tackle. Uses the stiff arm and gets past the mark before being taken down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
That's caught. It's Crispin. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
He escapes the pocket. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
In the clear at the 25. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play, and here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Finds his man. It's Moss. The defense scoops it up. Not much on the return, but this defense rises up with an important takeaway.
You know, with wide receivers, we get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football. Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. The offense with some pre-snap motion. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down. And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. The last possession, they coughed it up, but it only cost them a field goal. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They get it down, but the game moves the ball up to the 36. And the Tar Heels come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Here's the handoff. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Fires it on the move. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare, a wide-open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. To throw. It's done. Moves out of the pocket. He's hit just before the throw. Oh, he makes the catch.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any.
The pass is intercepted. Not much on the return there, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 47.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. They'll keep it on the ground with the counter play. Breaks loose at the 40. They finally stop him. Big play. Moves the ball to the 22.
Well, from a concept standpoint, plays like the counter or misdirection work well when defenders at the first and second level bite on the first move of the back. Here, we saw it play out perfectly for an explosive gain on the ground.
Pulls it in. It's Crispin. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. LSU is now operating in the red zone. We reach takes the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he drops back in the gun. Grab by the receiver. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give them credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Catch made, looking for the goal line. He can't reach the goal line. They tackle him inside the 5. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. One team stays on the sideline. Offense going for it on fourth down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he's got it! Touchdown, LSU!
Oh, man, these guys will not be stopped. We're talking about putting up points before halftime, and they're really putting some distance on the scoreboard. This defense is officially reeling.
Automatic on the PAT. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Caught over the middle. It's Moss. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And the Tar Heels come up to the line in a hurry-up. Looking downfield. It's done. On the move now. Using his legs here. He's found some room at the 45. Slides down to avoid the tackle. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback checks the defensive look. Makes some adjustments. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
This receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. It's going to bring up second down.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, just throw the ball away, see what happens on this next down.
Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will kick this away to start the second half. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And the returner steps out at the 16-yard line. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They built the lead with an efficient running game. Let's see if they can take to the air now to start the third quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the out route. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for him.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. The receiver makes the catch. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Third and short here in this playoff game, the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun now on third down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. That game moves the ball to the 17, first down.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws. They are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Quick catch over the middle. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
They're going to throw for it on third and short. It's picked up. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Past the 50. The 30. Inside the 20. Touchdown, UNC. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
just what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Play action here on first down. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Well, it's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. It doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Breaks loose at the 45. Refusing to be stopped on this play. Finally brought down to the 12. An explosive play puts him in great scoring position. We knew that tackling was going to be a huge factor today, Kirk. They don't bring him down, and the result is a big gain.
Yeah, where's the form tackling? I know it's a lost art in today's game. Sometimes these guys just come in with their shoulders and just try to bring you down with power and speed, but they've got to do a much better job if they have any chance of slowing this back down and trying to use their arms to pull him down.
He stopped just short, down to the 2, but an excellent run.
Well, this defense seems to be confused. That's back-to-back big carries for first downs. They better get it together, or this could be an easy drive for this offense.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. To the air. It's done. Going for his running back. Catch made on the right side. Look out, he's loose. The 10. Oh, the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, North Carolina.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers and those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
The extra point gets him within a touchdown, 31-24. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start with the 25. Comes that LSU offense back onto the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Makes the catch downfield. Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today. This offense moves into enemy territory inside the 45 after that big play. Handoff here from the shotgun.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Second down play coming up for this offense. quarterback dropping back. A short completion of the tight end. Good enough for first down yardage. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Bringing pressure. He'll throw it now. Looking right, this one caught. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. The defense backed up against their own end zone. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out. It is a crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Back to pass. It's done. He escapes the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, what a grab!
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And the Tar Heels looking to run some tempo here.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Moves out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Moss. The gain is not enough for 1st down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds, so that clock will keep ticking.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Looking to throw here. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. So that huge gain quickly sets up a 1st and goal just inside the 10. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's down at the 3-yard line. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. It's done. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Risky throw here on 2nd down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on 3rd down coming up.
They break the huddle on 3rd and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here. Looking to throw again. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment. That score makes things a lot more interesting here in the 4th quarter with a spot in the national championship game on the line.
This feels like a playoff game now. You can see it on the guys' faces. That was a momentum punch. Now the focus shifts to the opposition. Can they march down and answer, or will they wilt to the pressure?
Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. Powering through. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the 4th quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And they get the completion. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Game set. Here's 2nd down. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. The pass is tipped and falls incomplete. Someone got a hand up to deflect that one.
What a swat there by the defender. And if you think about it, if he swatted that ball and it fluttered into the air, he would have had himself a deflection and a pick.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Picks up the first, looking for more. And they convert on 3rd down, moving the football to the 35.
I love it. 3rd down, the way this back is running, just keep feeding him the football, and he's going to come through for you. And he does here at a critical moment in his football game in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a 1st down at the 17.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Chewing clock with the running game. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
2nd down, they're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Pass caught, can he get in? And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. You'd think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest.
Lost the ball, shifting the goal line. And the defense caught with the football.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half. Really, the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Heads-up move by the head coach using that challenge. Officials will reverse the call on the field after taking a closer look. Nothing on that play makes it second down and goal from the 2. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Goal line formation for the defense. Tight end goes in motion. They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Looking for 6. He's looking for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And he knocks it right through. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. The first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking downfield. It's done. Running back has it on the screen now. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On the move now. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he's trying to throw it to.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He's got a man down the middle. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, and it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing. They're sitting back in zone. They're trying to double coverage certain receivers. Everything that they've tried is, unfortunately for them, not working because of how well.
It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Looking to scramble. Extending the play now. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
Finds an open target on the left side. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
And the Tar Heels come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. It's done. Quick throw to his receiver. And it's almost picked off. He trusted his arm, but a risky throw. Almost his second interception today.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
And the defense stops the clock with a timeout. 29 seconds left. So out comes the field goal kicker. If he makes it, this becomes a one-score game. This to make it a one-score game here in the final minute and set up an onside kick. Makes it look easy.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.
Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. And the defense will take time out to stop the clock. 20 seconds remaining. Spot in the national championship game comes down in the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock? Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And the defense calls time to stop the clock with just 16 seconds left. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration.